What is your advice to people as to how to get through this quite difficult time for everybody?
I think you've got to think that things will be better, that the future is in front of us all, and that without doubt things will get better and we shall get through this very difficult time. And so please remember that tomorrow is a good day and that we shall all get through it in the end.
An absurd amount of money that you've raised.
It certainly is, isn't it? It's unbelievable that this sum of money has been raised so quickly for such super people.
Explain to me, what do you see yourself as? What do you see your values as? Everyone is now following your lead.
What are your values in life? What do you stand for? Everyone's following you.
I really stand for the goodness that we're all getting at the moment. And I've always been one for valuing the future. I always think that things will be good. We've done so well. I mean, with our country, we've fought so many battles and we've always won. And this time we're going to win again.
Do you have the opportunity, of course, this morning to talk directly to NHS workers who are watching? And as you've raised more than £12 million for them, what would you like to say to all those incredible people who are serving on the front line right now?
So many NHS workers are watching you and following you, and now you've raised this incredible sum of money. What would you like to say to all the NHS workers who are watching you now?
So all you people in the NHS, all you nurses, you doctors and all you backup people who this morning, probably at 8 o'clock, there's so much a changeover of duties and you're all entering to something where you're putting yourselves in danger and you're doing that for the good of all the people here. You are doing a marvellous, marvellous job.
Feel about knocking Vera Lynn off the top slot?
So how do you feel about knocking Dame Vera Lynn?
I feel rather sorry because she is such a superstar and has been on the top for so long, and she was so good. When I was in Burma, she came down to Burma and I saw her whilst we were out there, whilst we were virtually in the firing line. Vera Lynn came down to see us all and gave us so much additional heart.
Fantastic. And of course, Tom, the great irony is that there she was rallying you all in World War II as you served your country. Now it's you returning the favour. You're rallying the country. You're the new Vera Lynn. Can you quite believe all this is happening to you?
No. You're absolutely no, I can't. It really is. It's been rather like being in fairyland because all the time all this is coming on and people like you so kindly speaking to me, and that's helping all the time for more contributions to come in to the service that we are backing up so hard.
Well, we got a little surprise for you, Tom, because actually you're the kind of personification of Pride of Britain, and we've got Carol Vorderman, the host of the Pride of Britain Awards, is now joining us. And Carol, I think you've got something you'd like to say to Captain Tom.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Carol. I'm one of your fans. I've always been watching with awe how you can manage all those figures that you do. And thank you very much for speaking to me.
Oh, well, Tom, it's lovely to see your fantastic Yorkshire smile there. And I'm here reporting on a mission, a Pride of Britain Awards mission. You have influenced all of us in the country, from the very young to little Frank Mills. I don't know if you know about Frank, who has spina bifida. He's only 6 years old. He lives in Bristol, and he's now raised, copying you on his walker, he's now raised £170,000 for the NHS.
Amazing.
And that's your influence, Captain Tom. Well, I've got something that is for you. And this will be your Pride of Britain award, sent with all of our love, Tom, from everybody who's nominated, and I'm absolutely sure from everybody in the country. I can't give it to you now, but I want to give this to you later in the year when we have our awards ceremony. And it'll be a very special one. And I just want to say that we send it with the greatest love and the greatest respect to you.
You are the Pride of Britain, Captain Tom.
Tom, you are a Pride of Britain winner.
The Pride of Britain.
That is absolutely amazing. It's very difficult for me to believe things like that, because I know that the Pride of Britain award is a very important one, and I can't be more proud than be in a position to receive it from you. You are also very kind, and I thank all the people who nominated me for this award. I thank you very much, because I am very, very humble at receiving this magnificent award. Thank you all very, very much.
Well, Tom, you are the Pride of Britain. You're really what those awards were made for. They're people like you, ordinary people who've actually led extraordinary lives and then do something really extraordinary. And your simple decision, with your family's sort of coercion, to start yomping around your garden has turned out to be one of the greatest charitable fundraising endeavours that we've ever seen in this country. And you are absolutely the Pride of Britain. So on behalf of everybody at the Daily Mirror, we just heard that, and Carol, everyone here at Good Morning Britain, all our viewers, and I think everyone in the country, congratulations. You're the Pride of Britain, and we thank you and we applaud you.
And we do.
Thank you all very much. I really am. I'm completely taken aback by this, because I know it is such an important, prestigious award that people get.
Colonel Moore, good morning to you. Happy birthday.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Then we can see, there we are. First of all, a very happy birthday, Tom. You've been promoted to Colonel. How does that make you feel?
Can you imagine? I've gone up in rank in a day. Just one day I've gone up from captain, now I'm a colonel, so to say.
Well, it's there was a wonderful moment, Tom, when you were watching these planes flying over your head. It must have taken your mind back to the Second World War and the last big crisis we faced as a country. How did you feel when you saw those planes?
There was a moment where you were looking up at the planes, and it must have taken you back to when we were facing a crisis. How does it feel now?
Yeah, as I said at the time, when I saw the planes the first time in 1939, they were flying in anger, but today they were flying in peace, and that makes all the difference. Although the Royal Air Force is still doing a magnificent job of moving various things about for the National Health Service.
Of all your 10 decades, Tom, which has been your favourite?
So lots of questions have come in for you. Of all of your life, of which decade has been your favourite?
I think I must say the present one is the one. I mean, if you live by today, I mean, what has happened in the last few weeks is absolutely amazing. One would never anticipate for a minute that anything like this would happen to you. It really has been an amazing 3 or 4 weeks that I've lived through.
Out of all the things that you have done, the awards you've received, the people that you've met in recent weeks, which do you think would have made your late wife, Pamela, smile the most?
So of all the amazing awards and honours that you've received over the last few weeks, which of them do you think would have made Mother smile the most, make her happiest?
I think she would have been most pleased. The fact she was made a colonel, she would have felt that was very important, and to be the wife of a colonel, she would be felt very pleased about that. So I think being a colonel is the thing, as far as she would be concerned.
What would you want to share with people about your life story? What would you like to share with them?
I think I like to share with people because I've always been an optimistic person. I've always looked on the bright side throughout my life, and that's what I'd like to share with people, that look on the bright side and things will get better always. So do smile, and when the sun comes out, we all must feel better. So that's what I say. Please look on the bright side and we'll all feel better in the end.
Sir Tom Moore and his daughter Hammer. Tom, congratulations.
Sir Tom, to you, Piers Morgan, and
I'm
the
sorry.
rest of us.
Sir Tom, congratulations. How does it feel?
Thank you very much. Delighted to hear from you, and because if you remember, you said I'm getting a knighthood, and I said never in this world would I do that, and I think you thought maybe you would put some money on it, and I said to you, don't put much, but that was the wrong thing, wasn't it? You should have put a lot on it and made a bit for yourself.
I wish I had, Tom. You know, it was funny, I went back and checked, and it was April the 15th, where I woke up, and a few people have been suggesting this on Twitter, and I just said, you know, wouldn't it be great if Tom Moore was knighted? And 88,000 people liked that tweet. So the whole country was willing you to get this recognition. It's a remarkable achievement, Tom, and I know that it means so much to you because you're such a huge fan of the Queen.
So many people, well, Piers woke up and he saw that there was some momentum behind. The British public was saying, you must be knighted. And eventually, well, not that long, in fact, it's happened. And how do you feel, and especially when you are such a huge supporter of Her Majesty the Queen?
I am absolutely thrilled that Her Majesty has decided or chosen that poor little me would be knighted. It really is a great honour, something I never ever anticipated. As I told you, I'd never ever believed this would happen to me, but the Queen is so gracious that she's bestowed this honour on me, and I really absolutely, totally thrilled by it, because it never ever entered my head that something like that would happen to me. I think you go back to the song that Michael and I sang, that there will be, after the storm, there will be a golden sky. I think that really, you've got to look forward to the fact that things will improve, as they always do. Things will get better, and we will have a lovely golden sky, and we'll hear the larks singing again beautifully.
To be there and watch him chatting with the Queen must have been such an extraordinary moment for you.
Oh, it genuinely was. It was utterly magical. When we went through into the parts of Windsor Castle where ordinarily we wouldn't be able to go, I think then we all looked at each other, and my husband and I looked at each other and said, 16 weeks. It's been 16 weeks since we said, oh, we'll give you £1 a lap and do 100 before your 100th birthday. So this, for my father, I think, knowing that he feels he stands shoulder to shoulder with Her Majesty the Queen, was just the best thing ever.
And thoroughly deserved. Now, we know how humble you are, Captain Tom, and that's why we're still calling you Captain Tom, because you don't want to be Sir Tom, do you?
Never ever did I anticipate so many weeks ago that I would be anything like that. I must say, it sounds rather nice, Captain Sir Tom Moore. It really does sound quite nice, and I'm rather enjoying it, but I'm still Tom Moore, and then the outside world, I'm still Captain Tom.
Tom, you're a remarkable man. We've only known you 3 weeks. It feels like we've known you forever. But as the whole country has been going through such misery and hardship and loss, you've been like this shining beacon of hope and inspiration. And you've raised all our morale, and you've made us all feel a little bit better. And for that, on behalf of everybody in the country, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Piers and Susanna.